angry. I may require maintenance after all.
Oh man, I have to like burp. Fuck. No, but yeah, I got this kuva. Oh god, dog. Hello, dog. Hello, hello. Okay, what are you doing? Get off of me. Hold on. You good? No, no, that wasn't an invitation for you to come closer. Go away. Oh wait, why are you coming closer, bro? What are you doing? Go away. Go away. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can leave now. Why are you here? Oh, don't sit here. No, don't sit. No. Okay. Okay, he's leaving. No way, he's deciding whether he wants to leave or not. He's still thinking about it. Oh, you're trying to get down? Alright. Here you go. Now you can go. And, see you, man. Alright, that was,
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and cut down the and make the Lotus proud.
that was unexpected. So what I was trying to get at is I got this kuva bram or whatever the other day, the explosive bow, and I heard a lot of people don't like it because the self damage is huge. It has like a 7 meter radius, and fully modded out, like nothing survives this. I guess except for hildryin and revenant, but that's about it. Like everything else kind of just dies. Like any warframe just dies, so it's pretty funny. But I honestly think this is the best case of what an explosive weapon should be. Because not only does it have the base damage to back it up, let me see if I can get that. Yeah, not only does it have the base damage to back it up, it also has good supporting stats. Because a lot of the explosive weapons, their biggest downfall are their supporting stats. Like they might have like a huge base damage, but they only have like no crit or no status. So it's like it falls off real hard when you start getting into higher levels. But this is the exact opposite. It has the best of both worlds. Shit ton of damage, shit ton of crit and stats. Again, and then it makes sense that you have self damage. Like it does all this damage in a huge area, so of course you have a chance of killing yourself. I feel like if all explosive weapons were more like the Brahma, then I think I'd be using explosive weapons a lot more, and I think that'd be true for a lot of other people. Let me show this off on Barukk real quick, because I'll talk about Barukk's augments too, because he got two new augments. Let's see. Yeah, so this is we're gonna do some simulacrum flexing, and then we'll do some in-game kuva lich missions. I actually spawned a kuva lich yesterday with the comb, or not the comb, the nucor. So there's that. So this is a generic build. The only rare mod here would be high voltage because I think you can only get it from barukk tier, but you can honestly just sub that out for a 90 and still be pretty off, like pretty well off. Yeah, you lose some status chance, but you still get more corrosive. So I mean, either build works. Now I heard that this thing has shotgun status, which means if you can get 100% before multi shots, and all the bomblets will, what you call it,
The
proc a
multitude of
status.
creatures you have
Which
immortalized will
means if someone
cry
has a
out in
rhythm for this,
thanks.
I think like if you want to get a rhythm for this, I think the best route is to go for full status. Like you know what I mean, like get like a minus whatever, and then mostly status chance. Cause I'll show you that I have a Ceranos that I used to have a Ceranos ribbon that was like 200% critical damage and critical chance. Like it's around that, like yeah, around that number. But I re-rolled it to status chance, and people are like, oh, that's a waste. Well, on the Ceranos Prime, it also uses shotgun status, and having that critical, having full status versus critical chance and critical damage is like a world. It's a world of difference. Full status really does change everything, especially when you have shotgun status. So that's just a long way of saying if you have a ribbon, go for status. So this is my normal build. The only other bonus I have would be corrosive projection and the vigilante set on my carrier, which I think most people will either run carrier or run the vigilante set anyways. I'm not actually aiming for the head because okay, well, this is how the weapon fires. How do I do this? I don't want to splash anyone. So you shoot it. It has a heavy arc. A lot of I have more multi shots, so that's why sometimes you see 3 and 2. But like maybe you can't see from this distance. I don't have invincibility on. Yeah, but it explodes, and then look at all those bombs. So it's basically the Czar and like the lens mixed together, and the damage, the self damage is huge. Like let's see, I think it's like 7 meters. Yeah, you'll kill yourself at 7 meters. So you have to be very cognizant of where you are. Wow, that is corrosive. So there's that. But you can tell that that thing just decimated all those guys, and I didn't even go for headshots. Like all these guys are dead. Like here, this is why I don't go for headshots, because even though you do hit like more damage, the bomblets will explode outwards. If you aim for the feet, it's just overall better because you'll have it more concentrated. So that's my recommendation. Just aim for the feet or for the floor. And like, look, this isn't a crazy build. I'm not doing anything like that's super overpowered. There's no ribbon. This is just, it's normal. Anyone can do this build. It's pretty fucking great. And then it's 2 shots of bomb bark. For me, what I consider what makes a weapon good or warframe good is if it can just do content that I deem is relevant. So like, if it can go up against kuva liches and sorority 3s, and I think it's more than fair enough. And this thing just blows stuff out the water. So you can imagine what happens if, let's say we throw in a Bane mod. So this is Prime Bane of the Grineer, although it's not all the way ranked up. So if you have a normal Bane, you're only doing 10% more Bane damage. And if you don't know Bane, this is also gas too, by the way. I have a lot to explain in this build, but if you don't know, Bane damage is at a completely separate multiplier. So after it factors in all your crit, all your status, all your base damage, then it gets multiplied by 0.4, or I guess maybe 0.14 because 40%. But basically, this is like a final damage multiplier. So it's very, very good. A lot of builds are tight, so maybe that's why I don't see a lot of people using Bane mods. But even the normal Bane mod is 30%, this is 40%. It's not bad. It's 55% when you max it out. And then you have gas here. So if you don't know, gas actually has, for some reason, gas triple dips on Bane damage. So it's like, imagine having this times 3. So it gets pretty ridiculous. I'll show what it looks like without Bane damage, and I'll throw in like a multi-shot. So I'll show you, I'll show you what a gas build against armored units look like, and then I'll show you what it looks like with a Bane mod. I actually don't know the difference because I've only tested it with a Bane mod, so this will be a learning experience. Still decimates them, wow. Wow. I killed myself, that's fine. Oh, also the bow has the alternate fire, lets you explode it midair. Although, if you do it like right up the gate, you might just kill yourself. Well, I mean, you will kill yourself because that's 7 meters. That'd be nice if you self detonate it, it wouldn't just give you self damage. But I mean, I'm fine with that. So this is gas damage, and they're supposed to, this is not good against armor. Corrosive damage is the best against armor. This is and I think it goes without saying I don't need to show this against Corp or Infested, because if it can decimate or near, clearly Corp is Infested can't do shit. So again, that was with, just Vigilante Armor. Again, this is a standard build, nothing, like, all these mods here are very common. I do have a 51% bonus, so you have to take that into account. But with the new Lich changes, that's not even too crazy to ask for anymore. Because you can just work towards it. Alright, so this is with Bane damage. I'll try to unpause it so I can, That actually killed him, wow. And that wasn't even a direct hit. See, like, I'm just speechless, because this is, like, the only explosive weapon I know that's, like, even the lens falls off pretty hard. Like, I'll show you what a lens does, and it's not, I mean, I do have a ribbon, but that ribbon's just purely, like, quality of life. Like, I'll show you what it looks like against, where's my lens? Where the hell is the lens? I don't remember. Alright, yeah, lens. So, I do have a ribbon for it, but all it is just projectile flight speed and reload speed. So I'll just swap this out for vigilante armaments. So again, this is like a standard build, corrosive, nothing too crazy. And I will be going for headshots here. Well, okay, I'll do a body shot first, and then I'll show you what a headshot looks like. Like, you see how, like, it does good, like, you know, that's not bad. That's actually really good, but, again, the Bramma killed all these guys in one shot. Now we're gonna go for a headshot. This guy already has corrosive proc, too. Still can't kill him, you see that? And I removed the quality life bond for more damage, and it still can't kill them. So that's why, the Brahma is very good, because it just has everything. I think the downfall of the lens is that it's mostly crit and no status. Let me just check this out. Yeah, it doesn't have any status. That's why the Brahma just is so better, because that it has that additional status to it. So honestly, you know, I mean, but then again, lens has that safety thing where if you shoot at the floor, you can actually escape before you blow yourself up. And the cold proc is very useful too. That's about it. Okay, so now time to talk about Barukk. So he has 2 new augments, and both of them are very good. So his first augment, or I guess his second augment, it's called Endless Lullaby. If you remember Equinox's second augment, it's basically the same thing where if you kill someone under the effects of lull, it will chain to nearby enemies. The difference being Equinox's is instant, and so like if you kill someone, the next person will be instantly slept. But since the way lull works, that it slows them down and then they fall asleep, it's kind of like in stages. So once you refresh the duration, they don't just go back to sleep instantly. They'll wake up a little bit and then go back to sleep, but they still have a chance to kill you. But the biggest thing that makes this supremely better than Equinox's second augment is that it's affected by range. So that means if I kill someone, that's another 51 meters of wall. So you can see in this build, I don't really have that much efficiency because if I kill one person, I can just chain the entire map. You do need 200. You need a 200% range to get a 360 on a elude. I just like to have a 360 just because it's nice. And it bug me feels like 359. So we'll show that off too. You can just use any weapon, I guess. I just use a hammer because I think that's like the best finisher damage. I mean, rip cover lethality, but let's see. Oh, we'll turn off. I will turn on invincibility. Turn it on. No, I'll turn it off. There we go. Oh wait, shit. This is my big boy build. Yeah, see? Oh, wait. Yeah, you're not actually not safe from AoE damage like slams and stuff. You gotta remember that. So I'm just gonna do this. Put him to sleep. See, and then, look, it reprocs it. And you can tell, visually, how big it is. Because, again, I'm 50 meters. Like, look how far it extends. Like, that is the same range as as me casting it. Equinox's 2 augment can't do that. It's only 5 meters and it's unmoddable. So you can see if you just like finish a couple enemies here and there, whenever someone decides to wake up, that field will just put them back to sleep. I think these guys just might wake up though. Nope. Okay, yeah, see how their duration got refreshed. So sometimes some people might wake up, sometimes the duration. It might be a little bit buggy, or I might just be bad, but yeah, that's the augment. Not bad. Kuva Gardens are very, very tanky boys. Alright, so there's that. And then I think his most interesting augment is his 4th augment, which is like Reactive Storm. So here's the thing. I use Excalibur like quite a bit. As in like I used him, like he's my most used Warframe to date. Like I actually, like I'm not even lying, I used him for like almost a year straight when I first started playing this game. So when Chromatic Blade came out, if you don't know, here let's show it off. Where's Excalibur? I'll just use Umbra because it's just better than my normal Excalibur. Yeah, so you have Chromatic Blade, right? So it replaces all the IPS on your Exalted Blade and makes it pure status, and it gives it like a boost to 50% status chance. So with just 160%, which is just the 3 Umbral mods, I'm up to 100% status on my Exalted Blade. Also, if you're wondering where the heat is coming from, since whatever color you pick also becomes an element. So I have I think it's like a dark purple, which counts as heat. So I can mod for corrosive here and have heat on my exalted blade. Now this augment is very good, especially especially before they nerfed condition overload, because this used to be multiplicative, now it's just additive. So yeah, this was pretty crazy. But just in general, like exalted weapons aren't really that good anymore because of melee 3.0. But and this build has fallen down a little bit because condition overload has been nerfed. And if you're wondering why I'm using condition overload over pressure point, is that I'm reliably proccing 2 statuses anyway, so I just have 120% more base damage. And you can see, like, it shreds. This shreds very well. You can also, if you have room, you can actually combine with Radiant Finish, which basically gives you a covert lethality effect for your 2, where if you blind someone, you can finish them for 300% finisher damage. It does combine with that with your Exalted Blade, if you didn't know that. So yeah, like this augment's very good. It's nothing to slouch at. But so when Barukk came out, I was like, okay, well his 4 is basically like a weaker Exalted Blade that has a restriction on it, right? Because you have to erode your restraint meter, and although it doesn't cost any energy, once you're back to full restraint, you know, it turns off. Now this augment changes everything. So same concept as Chromatic Blade. When you put it on, it will give you status chance and turn your weapon to pure elemental. However, what makes it different is if you don't know, it acts like Revenant's 4. And if you don't remember Revenant's 4's thing, its specialty is, it adapts its damage type to whatever the enemy is weak. So if you're Revenant and you're shooting at, actually look, you know what? Let's just show it because I have Revenant. Someone around here. I haven't used them like at all. Yeah, so like Revenant. Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna spawn in some different enemy types. So you like, well, you know what? Let's just simulate. So again, this is his 4. His 4 is this, right? And it's adaptive. So whatever the enemy is weak to, it's gonna hit him with it. See how it's doing corrosive? Because they're weak to corrosive. Although the difference is, like for bombards, they're not actually weak to corrosive, they're actually weak to radiation. So it actually doesn't switch the radiation. And then we'll show this off against some infested. So just for the general idea that you know that, like, I'm not talking on my ass here. Alright, so we got some infested over here. Oh, I'm doing corrosive damage. What the fuck? Oh, that's because there's a gunner there. Hold on. Let me skip the actual infested. Maybe because they're organ, it's like acting all weird. It should just be hitting gas on them. Alright, so let me remove all this. Infested. And just do some ancient healers. Alright. So this should be hitting gas. I don't know. Okay, so DE, what the f... Okay, so you're telling me Barukk's maybe... Well, that would explain it too, because sometimes that augment does bug out. This could be a simulacrum bug, because, like, I'll just here. The description is... Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, see, damage type to whatever target select defenses, while incoming damage is redirected. So, it should be turning into gas, but it might just be a bug in the simulacrum, because sometimes it does happen. But the same concept applies to Barukk's 4. So whatever the enemy is weak to, it's going to switch to it. And what makes this even better than Chromatic Blade is that it doesn't, there's no caveat of you using energy color to, you know, add an elemental. Because if you didn't know too, that elemental that you add with your color can be like combined with other elements, which could be good or bad depending on how you see it. But what's crazy about this augment is that whatever the damage adapts to, it also adds all your elemental and IPS on top. So let's say I'm hitting an infested. So it will proc gas because of the augment, but it'll also proc impact, heat, and corrosive. Because 1, I have 100% status. So, and then 2, well, okay, we get the point. Like, it's doing the adaptive damage on top of all this other moddable damage that I have. So that's what makes it so good. So yeah, let's Alright, I guess, you know what? Fine. We'll see if it turns into gas. This might just be a simulacrum bug. Oh, I should show off my Barukk build too, because you do need, I think, around 230 something percent power strength to get 100% status without running any dual stats on your exalted whatever on your monitoring. Alright, yeah, so it might be a simulacrum bug, because this should be hitting what you call it. It should be hitting gas. Also, yeah, because there's a couple bugs of this augment. One, sometimes you'll hit numbers without any status procs, and then two, sometimes you just hit pure impact. So it might just be bugged, but when it works, it's very devastating. So I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. We'll just go do a couple kuva lich missions to really show off the stuff. Also, my lich also has a 51% kuva new core. Which I heard this thing's like the Atomos or Atomos mixed with the new core. God, her face looks like she's permanently squinting. Look at that. It looks like she's always squinting. 61%? Oh, sorry, no, that's 51. My monitor's a little small, so I thought that 5 was a 6 for a second. Let's see. Make sure the build's right.
You have remembered well how the Tenno
I'm going to be using this Bane build because I'm going against Grenier. Kuva Barukk, because why not? Full status. This thing can reach full status and has good crits. And then I'll just use this Kuva, whatever the hell it is. Oh, and then my Barukk build. So the reason why I have low duration, so I can spam my lull and reduce my restraint meter really fast. Outside of that, it's just, you know, survivability, energy regeneration, a shit ton of power strength, and then the augments. I could put an Exilus slot here, form it to Xeneric polarity, and then put in power drift to have over 300% power strength. But all it does is really just give me like an extra dagger on this, and then like maybe like 2% more for my Serene Storm or whatever. Like it doesn't matter. It's not worth it. All right.
Everything in orders?
Make sure okay, I got Parazones in there.
Pun?
Oh,
I will attempt to
that was a weird bug.
Witness, my control expands to a new sector.
Yeah, we can do a capture, why not?
You lack the capacity to stop me.
Endless missions are still the best way to get thralls. I wish they would maybe do like a little +5, like you get +5 to your murmur count every time you complete a mission, just in general. So it still incentivizes you to do normal missions, even if there's a low acolyte spawn count. Or just let us go endless and actual endless missions. I don't know.
We received intel that somebody to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
I was also thinking, because Kuva Lich changes are very nice. I actually do enjoy Lich farming now, because, sorry I had to burp. Because it's not a complete RNG clusterfuck, which is nice.
Target is in the vicinity.
I still don't like the whole entire Requiem, Parazon mods, farming for those. I know they're here to stay, in my opinion. Like, you know, I don't like it, but I know they're here to stay. I think I just said that. Wait, where'd he go? Is he like... Oh, he's invisible one. But I wish there was a way to guarantee, like, to know a Requiem and know what sequence it is. Like, maybe, so they can actually use the assault. Oh, yeah, see, even with 90% damage reduction, I killed myself. Even, like, maybe they can take the assault mode since no one really plays it and revamp it. So, like, hey, you can do the special mission, the special assault mission, where you try to break into, like, the Kuva Lich's stronghold and, like, you steal one of the Parazon, or whatever sequence. And then, like, you know, make it optional. Like, maybe you can only do it once per Lich, but, like, you can make it optional. So, like, let's say you did your first and second Murmurs, then you can just, like, screw it, I can just do my third one by doing this mission. Or, but make it, like, maybe optional, because maybe some people just like to grind out their Like they just like going through and grinding out their whispers or murmurs or whatever. So I mean, but that's how I would change it really. Because again, the third one always takes the longest anyways, so that'd be pretty nice. Alright, let me just show off this real quick. I mean, these aren't really good because I already modded for corrosive, but maybe if I see a bombard, because it does do radiation. Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna hotfix it soon because I know it's not working properly. It's kind of like when adaptation first came out, this wasn't working properly. And think about the coding you have to do for that. It changes every time you hit an enemy. That's pretty. Sounds like it'd be pretty difficult. Yeah, I only saw like 3 thralls in here. Oh, make that 4. It's heavy gun. I'm trying to look for like a bombard or a bombard or something with like alloy armor. I am using the gas build. I can tell the difference because how effective it is at killing stuff. Let's see. Any of you guys a bombard? No. All right.
Adversary, I have taken my tithe, as is my right as holder of this sector.
I wonder if witches are affected by bane damage. Like I'm always curious about certain field bosses, like Prophet Taker, like if she's affected by corpus bane damage. I actually don't know. And I mean I could test it, but that involves me doing work, and I'm very lazy. So we'll do the rescue next, and I'll just use my elude build, so I can just like get the hostage out and just start spamming my 2, or spam like press my 2-1, start spamming finishers. Great thing about hammers is they have that they have the highest finisher damage, unless they change that with oh that's an oh god damn it, wait no, where's the rescue? I saw a rescue somewhere around here. Oh they're all exterminates, god damn it. I guess we'll show off my elude next time, because it's not really good for I mean, you could use it for exterminate, but I find it more fun to use the this build because I can use my 4 and start killing stuff.
I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you.
Also, disruption always, like, I don't know, it's a fun game mode, but I always feel like the disruption node carriers are like have like some damage reduction or are extremely resistant to like corrosive damage or something, because I feel like they take so many shots to kill. But it's a good game mode. I don't hate it. All right.
What is it detecting sentient waveforms, operator? Strange interlink splattered in corpus crosstalk. Bypass that console so we might get a better understanding.
Oh no! You've caught me! Me and
Out of
my
whack.
partnership. Where's that lotus when you need her? Now, sniff, sniff, betrayers. See if you can find the cheese.
Oh, I heard the acolytes are back too.
Outgoing communications cipher. Not much of a trick for orders, is it?
Oh god.
Scandalous. Alan's system has a back door. Shall we listen in?
Test subjects have arrived. Right on schedule. CT, prepare
Oh, there's my lich. Okay.
evolution.
I don't know if liches have that thing where they still spawn in other people. Oh shit. I'm prepared to get fucking killed. Alright, so this is a level 1 lich, so if this thing one-shots it, I wouldn't be surprised. If it does, then actually we'll be surprised. Shit. Oh yeah, one-shotted it, yeah. Wait, where did she go? Okay, she leveled up. Yeah, see, they don't kill you anymore, they just level you up. But there's this bug where you'll stay like this until they kill you. By the way, this is a bug. I can end it. Oh, I lived! I lived! What the? No, wait. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Barukk, get up. Fuck it, I won't let them take me. Oh, please don't tell me I'm stuck like this. Please. Oh no, DE1. TE. What kind of hell? What kind of hell is this? Oh, fuck it. No, we had it. Oh god, I'm free. Yeah, that's a bug. That's a bug. If you go down while you're finishing them or something, like you get stuck like that. Happened to me yesterday.
These conduits are the source of those sentient waveforms. This may be worthwhile if we can find the key component.
Alright.
But it does seem
I don't know what just happened there, but well, I mean, I knew what happened there, but that was a fun learning experience, really.
Almost there, you clever vermin. But what to do next? Can you feel that?
Also, I feel like Disruption's the only game mode where I have to play sound, because the audio cue always comes before the audio or the visual cue, at least in most cases. Although sometimes, like the what do you call it, key carrier, there's the guy that blows the Demolist is like right next to the thing. That's not it. Oh, there you go. See that flash? Yeah, see, it's like right there. Also, I've had it where like the key carrier is also a thrall. It's like really weird. I just have a weird experience with this overall. But you know what? I did record something yesterday, but I'm probably not gonna post it. But I did find out, because I was curious, saying like, okay, if it reacts what they're weakest to, if I strip some of their armor, what will it return to? So I actually was spotting a Nox with the armor stripped, and it turned into oh, that's a red key. It turned into viral, and the viral is very strong against clone clash along with heat. But I think viral has the biggest multiplier. So I mean, when this augment works, like if they ever like, well, I'm assuming they're gonna fix it eventually. I'm pretty sure they probably got bug reports or have reports about it not working. But like when they patch this thing's gonna be like top tier augment. Like it makes Desert Wind so strong, and it's a lot better. Like I personally prefer it over heavy attack builds. Like the one thing I don't like a lot of things about Melee 3.0, honestly. But the one thing I always find funny is like, oh, you know, Melee 3.0 is supposed to be this advanced, sophisticated, seamless, smooth melee system, which it kind of is. But I mean, most people just use like heavy attack builds are now a thing. So all you do is like spam one button and you win. It's like a different version of spin to win. Like spam to slam or some shit. Like I don't know. Like that's the new meta, boys. I just find it funny. But yeah, but ever since Melee 3.0 came out, like Exalted Weapons kind of took a backseat. Cause like,
these conduits are connected to
what'd you call it? Cause they got like indirectly nerfed by some of the changes.
Just how long is the operator?
So like some of them got buffed, like Horus got buffed, and I think Atlas too. But a majority of them got like nerfed. So, especially since Condition Overload is not as strong as it used to be. Because Chromatic Blade, like, was this, like, imagine, because I'm honestly thinking about formatting this and removing Shattering Impact and replacing with Condition Overload and then putting Sacrificial Pressure to buff my Sacrificial Steel. Because, I'm always going to be reliably proccing status anyways, so might as well get the most benefit from it. I'm almost done if I remember progress. Oh, never mind, I already finished. I forgot you got plus 10 from fighting a Lich. Oh, when it comes to the kuva bramma too, I think another downside too is that it has no innate ammo mutation, unlike the lens. So unless you're like me and you always like run carrier, then you might want to put on a weapon Exos Forma and put on ammo mutation. But a simple ammo mutation is more than enough to keep this thing going. Like, you don't need like a prime down mutation for it. It's actually very good. All that energy, oh boy.
Conduit activated. CT, send in a Demolist.
Also, it's very nice you can cast this in the air. See, like, he's like right there. I don't know why that's a thing.
A small price to pay for a superior product.
I think you have to. I don't know if you can keep going in disruption because most endless missions have a cap.
We're just getting
We'll see.
reacquainted. Don't leave the party just yet.
Maybe no more thrall will spawn during round 2. Who knows?
Let's see if that shiny
If not, then this might be the best one to farm. Yeah, this actually. Yeah, okay. This actually might be the best mission to farm because there's no. Oh god, that's fast. I also heard if you put punch through on this, because usually you don't want to put punch through on weapons, on explosive weapons, because it goes through enemies. But if you put on this, it can save you from that explosion radius. Because like in the case of that, where if someone tries to walk up to me or runs in front of me, then it can actually help me out, or I won't die. Oh fuck! All right, time to start using some serene storm. I keep calling it desert winds. I keep calling it like the stance, not the actual ability name. Also, I hate ghouls, by the way. Ever made them sadistic? Why would you ever put something with with toxin and gold? Wait, what the hell? You see how it turned into viral? I didn't even have viral modded. I don't know where that key carrier came from, but I'm not gonna question. Well, I just questioned, but I'm not gonna care.
As a man with everything to lose, I make a point of them.
Wait, was he a thrall? Is that why he came?
Release the
I don't know. Yeah, but when you fight electric barukk, if you don't know their finisher, even though it looks like it does a ton of damage, it is affected by damage reduction. So if you have your 3-up, you can actually survive like a shit ton of like. You can just kind of stand there and get hit. Trying to like, so I'm trying to see if they're affected by that. I guess they're not. But what I like to do against the lich is do the hold backwards, or I guess standing still block combo, because that multi-hit does a shit ton of damage with the kicks, and then once you build up enough combo, you just go immediately into slam. So like I'll do this combo until I, take off their first bar, and then once I do a Parazon finisher on them, and like let's say I get it right, I immediately slam and it brings them down to the next one. But just in general, I think this is like his best combo, because the range on this thing is huge as shit, and it's a vacuum. So actually, I want to see if this is giving me more Parazon. I don't think it's giving me more progress towards my next Whisper. So we'll just kill this guy and leave. Or actually, let me see. Okay, no, okay, it is counting towards it. All right. I guess we're farming this right now. Did you see that radiation pop up? Yeah. So when it works, it works. Like when it works, it's very good. That'd be also a PSA announcement. Don't forget to do your disruption ones.
In battle, advantage goes to the one most willing to die.
Joke's on you, I always want to die. That's why I'm using this explosive bow.
They aren't just willing.
But yeah, I don't know, like I can see why some people don't like the self-damage on this kuva bramma, especially how huge it is. It's like the largest in the game, but I think it's worth it. Like the amount of AoE clear this thing can just shit out is amazing, and the damage is, again, base damage is good, supplemental stats are good. And I really want to see like how strong this weapon could be if it went full status. Like that's what I'm kind of hoping for. Like maybe I can get a Riven. I'm just saying maybe they can apply the same logic to the Riven system, like where you can actually work towards the Riven you want. Highly doubt it though, because this is their money maker right here, and they can kind of buy them off Riven. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? At least money wise, it's making them a ton of money. But it would be nice, because I really want to see what would happen if I could push this thing to full status. He's coming this way. Just missed him. Alright, okay, so there is a cap. I haven't seen any more thrall spawn. So we'll just leave. There's no reason to finish it. Because rewards are whatever. I gotta keep my speed boost too. Oh, but like I was saying earlier, I wish they would if they're gonna keep the Requiem, Relics, and all other shit, just at least move the Paragon mods to common. Cause the uncommon is just annoying as shit, really.
Adversary, I have taken my tithe. As
God, it looks
my
like he's
right
permanently
as
squinting.
holder of this sector.
Okay. Let's see. Let's try to do a defense mission. Or oh, Zata. Wow, perfect.
Your dismemberment of me.
Operator,
Also,
you
they
have
changed it
another
so now I can
double
see it in the
volcano
screen, which is
armament
very
cells.
nice.
You fight
Oh,
one
wait,
day
I
in
think
the
okay,
order.
I did get progress. Okay, cool. Cool. Wait, whoops. I'll just keep on gas, because, I think it's funny. I honestly do think it's funny. I was trying to change. Not this build. This build. Yeah, so honestly, I kind of want to see if Reactive Storm will turn into slash damage. Or not slash damage,
I
oh, she's,
am a
wow.
stranger to the lands
Wow.
beyond death.
You picked
This is
the
sunless
worst
place,
weaknesses
in a
of
direction
all
you cannot
time.
point to.
Because they're
Soon,
already weak to corrosive and heat. Oh, and that was with gas, by the way. My kuva bramma was not corrosive heat. If it was, oh my, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on corrosive heat next time. That is so unfortunate. Alright, there should be like a defense or something here. Or mobile defense somewhere around here. Pretty sure it's like up top, right? I mean, yeah, you could also do it on interception. Rescue, okay, we can do rescue, spy, exterminate, defense, capture. Just want to make sure, because I don't want to... Because I think this build is best for mobile defense, but it can also work on capture, I'm sorry, rescue, and other missions like that. And interception. Where the hell was that rescue? Oh, there we go.
This is a rescue mission. We need to find and liberate the hostage before any harm comes
Oh,
to them.
shit. Oh, yeah, I need to talk about hildryn's augments, too. I'll go back to Simulacrum after this,
Keep
so...
going.
Because
Nobody
I
knows
think
where.
Garuda's augment, I mean, it's a thing. Like, I'll just briefly tell you that Garuda's augment affects your 3, so every time you use your 3, it automatically reloads your weapon, which can be good if you have a weapon with a really long reload speed. But the downside is it's not an Exilus
We can't leave
augment mod,
without
so you have to
rescuing
take
the
up a
prisoner.
mod slot on
Keep
your main
searching.
build, and I don't really think it's worth it. Unless they release a weapon that has like an extremely long reload time, but does like a crap ton of damage, kind of like a railgun or something. Then maybe. That just goes to show you how strong Noxes are, man. Like, they're ridiculous. Unless you hit in the head, you're not doing any damage. Oh wait, there's a acolyte somewhere. Yeah, sometimes they get stuck in the geometry. Can I like... Alright, cool. Like, I just kind of ate it. I guess there's like a maximum number of instances you can cast. Oh, I already downed him. Whoops. Also, nice thing about this build, even though you're running low power strength, so your 3 is kind of useless, you still get a 50% damage reduction when your restraint meter is gone, so that's nice. And it does affect your shields. Like, his damage reduction does affect both his shields and his health, like a Mesa. Because Nova's only affects her health. I'm stuck. There's like an invisible wall right there.
approaching.
It's actually kind of
the
convenient.
area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. Use caution. I am picking up traces of prosecutor
Seriously? This
shield
didn't
auras in your vicinity.
this didn't reach him? Are you like immune? Thank you. I don't know if it reached him. Okay, you know what, whatever.
We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
I will not forget this, Tenno.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to
All right.
safety. Protect them at all costs.
I guess we're getting out of here. Where's the shit? I fell down. I didn't mean to fall down. One of you has to be the. Oh, there he is. It's like one of you has to be after all. Cool. Yeah, again, the only downside to Elude is it takes a little bit of time for them to, you know, sleep. But again, it's very great because Elude is like or Lull is like it leaves. It's like a air. It has a lingering effect. So if someone walks into it, then they also, go to sleep, which is nice. Also, fuck this prosecutor. Damn, son. What the fuck? Die. Okay.
You have proven the prosecutors are not
Yep.
invincible.
Forgot I had a hammer. What the fuck? I remember. I just love how they nerfed ballistas so they're like almost extremely useless. Because back in the day, ballistas were like the strongest enemies when it came to like just higher level content because they just instantly snipe you out of the sky. But now they're so bad. I mean, hey, I don't mind it because there's nothing I love more than doing an interception as Nyx and just getting fucking obliterated when I bullet jumped in the air to try to cast my chaos. Alright, so I'm going to talk about Hildryn's augment and then I'll just end it here because I've been going on for like almost an hour. So Hildryn's new augment affects her 1. It's called Balefire Surge. So every time you hit an enemy, you gain. If you do a direct hit, you gain shields. Where's Hildryn? She's like around here somewhere. Yeah, there she is. He's Hildryn more than Barukk. Yeah, so
Excellent
every time you hit an
arguments,
enemy,
operator.
you. Oh,
Please
actually, let me
return
go do
to
this in
covered
the
in blood.
simulacrum.
Safe and sound.
There's just a way to just
The
have it in your
multitude of
orbiter.
creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
Okay. So normally, well, first of all, I think this mod will just be a staple in any Hildryn build, really, because the only other thing that I had in the slot was just Augur Accord, which gave me like 800 more shields. So I mean, whatever. So you get 250 shields on direct hit, and then but the biggest benefit and the main reason why you want this augment is that it allows your 1 to instantly pop nullifier shields, and then you get 750 shields from that. Now, the best part too is that this is affected by power strength, and since I'm running negative efficiency, each balefire shot costs me around 155 uncharged, which is what you usually do. You usually just fire uncharged shots. So I'm basically getting a net of like around like 460 shield every time I hit someone with my balefire, which is nice and all, but until you remember that her 2 exists, like, honestly, the main reason why this augment is even in my build is because of nullifier bubble. If it was just like, oh, you just gain shields on direct impact, it'd be almost useless, because your 2 exists. Now there are some times where you'll run into some situations where maybe you overstrip the enemy armor and you can't use your 2, so maybe that's when this can come to play. And of course, if you're using Hildryin against the infested for whatever reason, you can also use this augment to gain shields back. But just in general, if that augment didn't have the nullifier popping effect, then there'd be no point because your 2 exists, and that instantly refreshes your shield. So there's that, but we'll show it off against some nullifiers. I'm pretty sure I have a nullifier scanned, right? Let's type it in nullifier. Oh great, the keypad isn't working. Lovely. Let's go by the ends. I skipped the ends because I don't know the alphabet. Should be around here. Okay, yeah, nullifier. Okay, cool. Let's do like every frame's worst nightmare. 20 null. Wait. Oh, because I have 20 engineers. Fuck. I do miss the old one where you could just have all the things like in front of you. It's like, oh, clear the enemies and whatever. So let's just, shoot off some shields. Alright, so I'm like less than half. Is this not... This might be a simulacrum bug. Okay, that's weird. This might be a simulacrum bug. Oh god, now I really am in danger. Hold on, let me pause it first to make sure that... Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Because this could always be a simulacrum bug too. Sometimes this thing just bugs out. Yeah, fully charged. Okay, fully charged. Yeah, okay. So wait. So it has to be fully charged then? Okay, well, okay. If it's fully charged, and I guess I'm only wasting, like, what is it, 85 or 87 shields every time I do a fully charged shot. Which I mean, I guess that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. But again, my 2 exists, and I don't like. I've never run into that problem where my 1 uses up too much shields because my 2 exists. All right, hold on. Will their bubbles even be out? Because they're not. Yeah. Okay, good. Because I was say they're not alerted technically. So fully charged shot. I think it broke one of them. Okay, so it does break the little drones. Oh, this is kind of misleading. Okay, see now I'm confused. Okay, hold on. Because so it destroys the drone, but not the shield itself. I thought it was like the mother augment where it just destroys the shield. Impact nullify shields. Okay, yeah, I think it's just bugged. I think it's just bugged in the simulacrum. Because it looks like it's destroying the drones, but not the shield itself. I'm assuming it's like the miter augment, because the miter augment's just like that, where it just can instantly pop nullifier shields. Doesn't matter where you shoot it. Huh, this is weird. I can't use my 2 right now. Whoops. Yeah, I'll just take it that it's bugged right now. It's not even a heavy attack build too. Alright, direct impact. Yeah, okay, I think I got like a little bit of shields back. But that's oh no, it's not even direct impact. Oops. Okay, yeah, see right there. So it does work. It's just slightly bugged. Oh, that's not bad even. Okay. Okay, I take it back. This actually gives you the overshield too. That's not bad. Okay, yeah, this augment isn't the worst thing ever. Yeah, I think it should be a stable any Hildryin build, I guess, because being able to pop a nullifier bubble instantly is very, very good. Because, they stop you from using your 2, which is your best ability. And it does, this does give you fully, it does give you the overshield cap, too. Because this would be the same amount of overshields if I cast my 2. Like, let me... Alright, now let me just lose some shields real quick. Alright. Yeah, so if I cast my 2, it'd be around 5,200. Or yeah, 56, and this can actually hit that cap. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Alright. But I have 2 kuva bracks. What the f... What do I have 2 kuva bracks? Simulacrum is really weird sometimes. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching.